Bruno wastes a lot of passes. He's not efficient. He's not efficient enough for someone of his pedigree in terms of experience, in terms of leadership, in terms of being a key player in the team.
Speaking of Mino coming in and Bruno moving for so we'll talk about Bruno. Is Bruno the problem, or is he still the guy carrying us? Because this is actually this conversation is a very, very big and solid conversation. Is Bruno the problem or the guy carrying us? You remember he was linked with a move away from us.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of controversy around it. Should he go? Should he leave? We missed cashing out on 100 million. We can't sell him. His Amorim is always playing him. The UK fans want him benched for Mino. You know, a lot of he's playing deep. He should be played at 10. So what do you think? Is Bruno the problem, or is it the guy carrying us?
Casey, I've said this a couple of times. For me, Bruno is holding this United team back. And I'm sure a lot of guys are going to hate me, including you. You are going to hate me for saying this. But Bruno...
But the numbers are saying something else.
Once again, Casey, you can always use numbers to state your point, to say that it is working. But also, as much as you're using numbers, it's good to use your naked eye. I said during the watch along that Bruno wastes a lot of passes. He's not efficient. He's not efficient enough for someone of his pedigree in terms of experience, in terms of leadership, in terms of being a key player in the team. Trust me, Bruno's numbers are good. But if Bruno was more careful with the ball, if Bruno allowed other players around him to be creative, Bruno would score a lot of goals. And I said it, and it happened. I said during the game, Bruno just needs to lay off a pass to Cunha, lay off a pass to Mount, Mbumo, Ahmad, get himself on top of the box or in the box, and he will score. Literally, barely 30 seconds from me saying that, he did that. He laid off a pass, went forward, got the pass back from Cunha and scored. So Bruno, for me, he's a good player. Trust me, I love Bruno to bits. He's one of the United greats. But Bruno, for us to go to the next level, for us to go to the next level, we have to let him go. We have to let him go, honestly. Because this team, it needs to play as a unit. Most of the time, Bruno is trying too many things. And most of the time, like Bruno, you can give him 9 chances to take the best decision out of a pass. You'll give Bruno like 10 chances for a good pass. He will get 1 or 2 key passes, and then we forget the other 8.
The other 8.
We forget how the other 8 he was rubbish, you know. So for me, I'd say he's holding United back. He's performing well at the moment, but to me, I expect Bruno to be more mature in terms of his gameplay, in terms of ball management when it comes to passing and leadership ability. But for me, Bruno is holding United back, honestly.
Okay, so I don't know if I actually agree with you. I don't think I agree with you.
I knew you wouldn't agree with me.
I won't. No, I don't agree with you. Now, Bruno have his faults. You know, he can't lie. Bruno wants to be the main man. He wants. I think he's always looking at how many assists do I have this week before he goes on the pitch. But that is like a drive. That gives him the drive to see that pass he gave Dalot. Oh, I wish we can play that pass. See that pass he gave Dalot.
I know.
The one that Dalot missed. The one that Dalot missed.
Yeah.
No player in Manchester United can see Dalot make that run and pass that ball. Tell me if I'm lying.
Yeah. No, you are right. And that's why I'm saying, before he gave that pass to Dalot, how many did he waste?
Talk about the ones that he did. Talk about the ones that he did. He's not the one that said Dalo should not score that goal.
No, for me,
Although we are not
what I'm
blaming Dalo. Dalo is a defender. Okay, we are
no,
not blaming him.
yeah,
You know.
we are not we are not blaming Dalo for missing the chance. I'm saying, and I'm seeing a comment here. TikTok is really active on the comments. We'll read some comments after this, but let me just read this from Cruises. He's saying, look at the game against Wolves. Bruno with a 3GA, but Mount got man of the match. And it goes back easy to my point. It
That's
goes
a
back.
very good point.
Yeah, it goes back to my point. Like, you can use stats and say he's good. You can use stats and say he's good. For example, there are matches we used to win when Onana was in goal. But we, like the Lyon game, United won 5-4. But because United won doesn't mean Onana is good because he won the game. You see? So my point is, I expected Bruno to mature. And I'll draw an example of Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney, when he came to United, we didn't even know whether he's a forward or a winger. He came into United, he could play wing perfectly. He could play forward perfectly. And what happened as he was aging? He dropped to midfield and he was still performing well. Bruno, yes, he has changed his position to CM. But someone of that caliber, someone who can ping a ball, has good vision. He can see a pass. He can be able to measure runs. He can be able to know when to go to the box, when not to go. That's what I expected from Bruno. That maturity in his game. Like, I don't need to be the one giving GAs. No. There are other people who are also able to do that. For example, as Bruno, I know I can find Mbumo. As Bruno, I know I can find Cunha. Can I create opportunities for them? As Bruno, I know I'm playing with Casemiro, who doesn't have legs to run. Can I be able to make myself available? Like Shinji Kagawa was good in terms of making himself available. He was the one running the midfield. So that's my point with Bruno. Trust me, Casey. If you are to go purely on numbers, you will beat me in this discussion. You will beat me in this discussion if we go purely on numbers.
So looking at it critically, I think we are actually not getting the best of Bruno because of where he's playing. Now he has I think six assists right now, playing deep. Now imagine what he would do if he was a little bit forward.
But he did.
So
he
Bruno,
did play.
Bruno, like you're saying, he's good, but he's not good for the team.
Yeah.
Like if we want to move forward, but he's good. He's good individually. He's a good player. Nobody's taking that away from him.
Yeah.
But you are saying he's not good for Manchester United as a unit, as a team.
Yeah, as a collective, he's holding United back. And remember, this guy has played as a CAM throughout his career at United, other than when Eric Ten Hag decided to play him on the right. One thing I would say is, if we want to get the best out of Bruno, he's not even playing him as a CAM, to be honest. He's not playing him as a CAM. It's controversial, yes, but I'll explain why. You look at the system that Amorim is playing, you look at the coaches, the systems they are playing, it's no longer about a CAM. What most coaches have is what you call a free role player. You just tell them, you have no position, but I want you mostly to be up front. You play. On the sheet of paper, we'll place you as a CAM, but don't hold any position. You just go out there, create. And that's how Ole was able to, that's how Ole was able to get the best out of Bruno, because he told Bruno, I don't expect you to hold any position. You just go and do your thing. Okay. So if we want that, regardless of whether Bruno is a CM or Bruno is a CAM, more so if he's a CAM, we need to get him athletic players like Baleba, like Anderson, like Wharton, guys who will do the donkey work, and then they give him the ball, they tell him, now create the chances, now do your thing, you know. But now, when I go back to my point, as players age, the athleticism gets poorer and poorer. And the reason as to why we are saying Amorim is not getting the best out of Bruno is because Bruno can no longer be as athletic as he was when he came to United, because he's aging. He needs more help in terms of recovering space, in terms of fighting for the ball. Because you notice most of the time when Bruno tackles, it's either a foul or he doesn't tackle at all.
Yeah.
You see? So what he needs to do is, I've given an example of Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney came to a point he realized, I'm no longer as athletic as I used to be. And if you watch Wayne Rooney at the latter stages of his United career, he used to walk a lot. When the ball is not where he's required, he used just to walk, make sure he's available, And then when he gets the ball, he now jumps into it. He now starts running with it. If there is a tackle, he has that energy to go. So regardless of whether we are playing Bruno as a CAM or we are playing Bruno as a CM, he still needs someone who can do the dirty work for him and then tell him, now, here's the ball. And when United signed Ugarte, I thought that's what Ugarte would come to do, because Ugarte is a good destroyer. Ugarte is a good destroyer. He does a simple pass to Bruno and passes. Ugarte reminds me of when he came on. He reminded me of Anderson. You remember Anderson, the guy with the braids? Yeah. Anderson used to destroy, and then Scholes does his thing. Nowadays, we don't have such kind of a player, So for me, I love Bruno to bits, but if United want to be challenging for titles, two options: get rid of him. Actually, two options. Part 1A, get rid of him. No. Let me repeat. Part 1, get rid of him. He's holding us back. But if option 2 is to keep him, part 2A is Bruno needs to mature his game. He needs to go the next level as a midfielder. He needs to be more careful with the ball. He also needs to show leadership in midfield, because you look at that midfield, if you take Casemiro out of that squad, Bruno is the most experienced midfielder other than Casemiro. So he needs to show that experience. And also United need to sign players to complement his skills. Right now, we are not seeing the best of Bruno. Even if you play him as a right 10, left 10, trust me, Casey, we still won't see the best of Bruno until we have people who can do the donkey work, mopping up, and then they allow him to roam. Because Bruno is good in roaming. And in fact, Cunha, we'll also see the best out of Cunha when we have someone who will do the dirty work, give Cunha the ball and tell him, now we are assured at the back, you go and do your own stuff. Because such kind of players, when they dribble, they will lose a lot of balls. They'll get fouled. They'll fall down and all that.